introduction. So, the life history of Saint Francis de Assisi. Saint Francis of Assisi was a Catholic friar who gave up a life of wealth to live a life of poverty. He established the Franciscan Order of Friars and the Women's Order of the Poor Ladies. So kani si San Francisco de Assisi, usa ni si ka Katoliko nga pare. So kani si nataon ni si sa usa ka dato nga pamilya. Pero tungod sa ijang gugma nga mo serbisyo si Diyos Ginoo, ijang gi talikdan ang ilang kadato og ijang ging grab or ijang gi mas ningkuan si Diyos mas gipili ni Diyos ang ijang kapobre or ang inabuhi nga pobre para laman nga makaserbisyo si Diyos sa mga katawhan ug sa Ginoo. Francis was born in Assisi, Italy in 1182. So kani si San Francisco de Assisi ang atong patron, nataon ni si Diyos sa Italy, sa Italia. Pagka 1182, he grew up leading a privileged life as the son of a wealthy cloth merchant. So sa ginaingan ko pa, gikan ni si Diyos sa adunahan nga pamilya. Francis loved to learn and sing songs as a boy. So hilig pod ni og kanta si San Francisco de Assisi. His father wanted him to become a businessman and taught him about the French culture. So since ijang papa kay negosyante man, so ang pangandoy pod o ang panlantaw pod sa ijang amahan, mahimo pod si nga businessman o kung unsay trabaho sa ijang papa mao pod sa ijang anak. About the age of 19, Francis went to battle against the nearby town of Perugia. Francis was captured and taken prisoner. He was held prisoner in a dungeon for a year before his father paid the ransom and he was set free. So katong niabot na si Jag 19 ka tuig, nakig si Jag sa gubat or he went into a battle. About kakontra rapod ni Diyang ang dool rapod nila nga town or lungsod. Over the next few years, Francis began to see visions from God that changed his life. The first vision was when he was sick with a high fever. At first, he thought that God had called him to fight in the Crusades. However, he had another vision that told him to help the sick. Finally, when praying in a church, Francis heard God tell him to repair my church which is falling in ruins. So, sa nanglabay nga pila ka tuig, ang si San Francisco, gipakitaan si Diya og mga something murag signs sa atong Ginoo nga ikaw ga jud San Francisco, gitawag ga jud kanaho para nga moalagad sa mga katawhan og mo serbisyo. Sa katong panahon nga si Dya hilantan or giatake si Dya sa grabe nga hilanan. Francis gave all his money to the church. His father became very angry with him. Francis then left his father's home and took a vow of poverty. So tungod ingat to kay ija malaging gave up or ijang gitalikdan ang ilang kadato. So tungod sa ijang muragugma na jud or sa ijang kabubuton nga mosunod si Dya sa gusto sa Ginoo ni Dya. So ijang gihatag ang tanan nilang kwarta ngadto sa simbahan. Kay ningan man ang Ginoo nga gusto ni Dya nga tukuron og balik or adyohon ni San Francisco ang ilang simbahan nga naguba na. So mao to nga ijang gihatag ang ijang tanang kwarta ngadto sa ilang simbahan ug tungod ni ana ang ijang amahan nasuko pag-adyo. Pero, wala man to balihan ni St. Francis tungod kay ang ija gadyong purpose nga makaalagad si Diyos Ginoo og sa ilang murag lumulupyo bisan pa man sa dili kagustuhan sa ijang amahan. As Francis lived his life of poverty and preached to people about the life of Jesus Christ, people began to follow him. By 1209, he had around 11 followers. He had one basic rule, which was to follow the teachings of our Lord Jesus Christ and to walk in his footsteps. Francis was a devoted follower of the Catholic Church. He and his followers traveled to Rome to get the approval for their religious order from the Pope. At first, the Pope was reluctant. These men were dirty, poor, and smelled bad. However, eventually he understood their vow of poverty and blessed the order. So sa nagsugod na si San Francis og kuan kanang sangyaw sa mga maadyong pagtulunan ni Kristo. So nagkaanam-anam na pud og kadaghan ang ning sunod pud sa ijang kuan dan nga gisubay. Francis was known for his love of nature and animals. There are many stories about Saint Francis and his preaching to animals. It is said that one day he was talking to some birds when they began to sing together. Then they flew into the sky and formed the sign of a cross. So kani po si Saint Francis de Assisi, patron ni siya sa mga animals o sa